Welcome children. This is a science lesson for 4th standard, and today's topic is a very interesting topic for all of us, for you all as well as for me, because it is about food and digestion. We all love to talk about food, isn't it? The different types of food that we eat and we enjoy. So let us begin with the lesson on page 183. Now the first question there is, name 3 organs of the digestive system. Now you know very well the stomach is the main part of the digestive system. Where you eat the food, it goes down your esophagus and comes to the stomach. And from the stomach you have the small intestine and large intestine. Then you have the liver that secretes bile and the pancreas that gives pancreatic juice. Now these 3 organs are very essential for the proper functioning of the digestive system. Now if something goes wrong with the liver, you get jaundice. You remember jaundice, where you cannot digest food and you throw up. That means you vomit everything that you eat. And then you have to be taken to the hospital and there's treatment given. Pancreas, now a very worldwide famous disease is associated with pancreas, and that is diabetes. If your pancreas doesn't function well, either it produces too much or too less, then what happens? You suffer from diabetes. Now coming to diabetes is of 2 types. I'm not going to go into that details, but these 3 are, I should say, the important organs or parts of the digestive system. Now let's get to the lesson on page 183. We need energy to do our day-to-day work. We get this energy from the food we eat. Food also helps us to grow and remain healthy. That is why we say your growth, your height, weight, the growth of your hair, skin, everything, the bones, depends on the food that we eat. So we need to eat food that is rich in vitamins, minerals, and many calcium salts or magnesium, zinc, because all these provide a lot of energy and help the cells of our body to grow. We eat different types of food. Our daily diet consists of rice, chapati, pulses. Pulses means dals, all the dal that you use for making different curries, and sambar, vegetables, milk, curd, and fruits. Some of us eat meat, fish, and eggs. We all consume a lot of meat, fish, and eggs, which is of course necessary for the proper growth of our body. No matter what we eat, we all need the same substances to grow and keep our body healthy. Now eating your diet in a very proportionate manner, like having the right amount of minerals or vitamins or carbohydrates or proteins, is very essential to keep your body strong, healthy, and also now you need to have a lot of resistance. You need to develop immunity power to keep away from all the diseases that are being found every day. No matter what we eat, we all need the same substances to grow and keep our body healthy. Such substances needed by the body for proper growth are called nutrients. Now nutrients nourish the body. That is why they are called as nutrients. Now every food item that you eat, whether it is rice or wheat or milk or chicken, it has got something important which the body absorbs and makes use in the growth of the body. So these things are absorbed by the food that we eat, and these things that are needed by the body for its proper growth is known as nutrients. And remember, everything that we eat has some amount of nutrients. Now coming to the next heading, nutrients in food. Now what are the different nutrients that we find in the different types of food that we consume? Nutrients help our body in different ways and can be grouped as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Now you have learned this grouping of the different food substances in different groups in the last year, 3rd standard, if you remember. And so we have 5 groups: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. Now the first group, let us go to carbohydrates. Food items such as rice, wheat, maize, sugar, potatoes, and bananas contain carbohydrates. Now, carbohydrate is that food's nutrient which is the energy giving food in your body. Now, rice, it contains a lot of carbohydrate which provides energy for the body. So, it is called an energy giving nutrient. The carbohydrates are energy giving nutrients because they provide a lot of energy for our body which we need every day. Please turn the page to 184. Now you see the picture there, foods rich in carbohydrates. You can see potatoes, bread, then spaghetti, then some rice. So all these things that are rich in carbohydrates are shown in that diagram there. Now coming to fat. Fat is specially meant for the warmth of the body. When in cold areas like cold countries like Europe, America, Antarctica, where it's pretty cold always, they consume a lot of butter and fatty substances to keep themselves warm. Whereas in India, we don't have to consume a lot of fatty substances because our weather or climate is not so very cold. We need to consume fat in a just correct amount, not too much excess of it, because too much will cause again health issues. So coming to fats, food items such as oil, nuts, butter and ghee contain fats. They also give us warmth. Our body needs very little fat. So because whenever we eat meat, we consume a little bit of fat. When we eat eggs, we consume a little bit of fat. So according to this climate, we do not need a lot of fat to keep ourselves warm. We need to eat a very little amount of fat. We have to, you have to control our limitations or our food that is related to fat, because too much or overeating of fat will make you obese. And that leads to you become fat and then you have to start reducing. It will give to other health issues. And you see the picture there, a bottle of oil, 2 bottles of oil and a block of butter in the picture, and it says foods rich in fats. Now coming to the foods that are rich in proteins. Look at the picture there. You see fish, you see chicken, you see mutton, you see a glass of milk, you see some pulses. So all these are foods that come in the group of proteins. Now proteins are very essential because they help in growth and repair of the damaged part of the body. Now suppose you're running and playing and you fall down and you hurt yourself in somewhere in the hand and you scratch yourself, there's a bruise, then of course you put medication and all that, but slowly the skin starts to heal. Now in that process of healing, proteins are involved. That is why we say proteins are very much required for the body, because they are involved in the growth process as well as in the repair of damaged tissue or body parts in the body. So protein forms a very important nutrient for our body. Now let's go under proteins. Food items such as milk, eggs, fish, meat, pulses and soya beans are rich in proteins. These nutrients are needed by the body to grow and repair the damaged parts of the body. Proteins are called body building nutrients. So you had carbohydrate known as energy giving nutrients, and now you have proteins which are called as body building nutrients. Next one is vitamins. Vitamins are nutrients that protect the body from disease. Now, as this time of corona, we all need to have a lot of vitamin C in our body because that is a protective nutrient. It's said according to science research journals that vitamin C acts as a protective agent and gives us a lot of resistance against this disease COVID-19. That is what the scientific journals tell us. Vitamins are nutrients that protect the body from diseases. They are called protective nutrients because they protect the body from the diseases. Green leafy vegetables, tomatoes, carrots and fruits are rich in vitamins. Now see the picture there, it looks so very colorful. You have bananas, you have lemons, apples, cabbage, cucumber, brinjal, then I can see apples and mangoes, then green leafy vegetables like spinach, pears. So a lot of fruits and vegetables, they give us a lot of vitamins, especially the green vegetables. They are a very rich source of vitamins. Now coming to minerals. Our body needs minerals such as calcium. Calcium is for the growth of bones. Iron for producing red blood cells. Potassium and iodine. Now iodine is also very important because if you have too much of iodine or too less of iodine, it results in goiter. That's a disease related to the iodine part of it. So iodine also is an important factor in our diet. That is why people, when they buy salt, they buy iodized salt because that contains iodine, which is essential for our body. Calcium helps in the formation of bones and teeth. Milk and milk products such as curd, cheese and paneer are rich in calcium. You all must be loving paneer, and your parents are making paneer kadhai or paneer curry with that. It's very, very tasty, and remember, it is a very good item to be eaten as per your health needs. Iron is needed to form blood. As I told you, iron is needed in the body because it helps in the formation of red blood cells. Green leafy vegetables, spinach, carrots and beetroots contain iron. So beetroot contains a very good amount of iron. Cereals such as ragi and bajra are rich in calcium and iron. So cereals such as ragi, you have ragi, that is a reddish colored cereal, and bajra are also rich in calcium and iron. Now let's go on to the next page, page 185, water and roughage. Now we all need to drink water because that keeps ourselves hydrated. For the kidneys to function well, you need to drink a lot of water, because if you don't drink water, what happens? The toxins from your body, toxin means the poisonous substances that are formed in your body during digestion, it has to be released out of your system, and for that water is important. If that is not released, it remains in the body and slowly it gives rise to stones in the kidney. And once you get kidney stones, you have a very bad time, because either it has to be operated and taken out or by some other medicine, but anyway it's a very serious health issue. So to keep yourselves hydrated a lot, keep your system running in a very proper manner, you need to consume a lot of water. And roughage is another thing that you need to know, because if you always eat a lot of hard food like nuts and fast food, always meat and mutton and chicken, you are going to have problem when you go to the toilet. Now for you to have an easy bowel movement, you have to consume a lot of vegetables. Now the vegetables have a part known as the roughage. Roughage is that part of a food item which is not digested 100%. Only part of it can be digested, and the remaining part is thrown out as fecal matter. And that helps in easy bowel movement. This roughage is present in vegetables, and this roughage helps in the digestion and easy bowel movement. If you don't have roughage in your diet, your bowel movement will become very difficult, and then you will develop issues like constipation, and then you need to have medicines for all that. So it is very essential that you include vegetables and fruits that have a lot of roughage in them. So let's go on to the heading, water and roughage, on page 185. Our body needs water for all its functions. We should drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day, because your blood consists of water. Your kidneys need a lot of water for filtering the urine and also for filtering your other substances that come in the digestive system. It needs water. So you need to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water to keep yourself hydrated. Next paragraph. When we eat foods such as fresh vegetables, fruits and salads, Some parts of it cannot be digested. The undigested part is called roughage. Roughage helps in the easy removal of waste from the body. As I told you, some vegetables and fruits, they have some part that cannot be digested, and that is known as the roughage, and roughage is a must for healthy bowel movement. I'll stop here. Your homework will be 1. Read the lesson from the first paragraph I should say, on page 183 to page 185 where I stop now. That is the reading homework, and there is some work for you to do in the notebook. I need you to stick pictures, at least 4 pictures for each group. You write carbohydrates and stick 4 pictures of 4 food items that give us carbohydrates. Same you will do for fats, for proteins and vitamins and minerals. You can see the text and take help. So it's not necessary that you have to stick all the pictures that is given in the text. Just take 2 or 3. When you stick carbohydrates, right, there are carbohydrates, and you can stick a picture of a loaf of bread or 2 or 3 chapatis or a plate of biryani. Then when you stick fats, pictures for fat, you can take a chunk of butter, a bottle of oil, or a packet of nuts. Then when you write proteins, you can stick a picture of eggs, glass of milk, fish, chicken. Then vitamins and minerals, you can stick the fruits and vegetables that you like, because all of them, each fruit and each vegetable is a rich source of vitamin and minerals. That's all for today. Thank you.